First off, this idea is completely stolen from... Oh, look, my nails are dirty. Well, actually, my nails being dirty relates to the story, actually. First off, this idea is completely stolen from Darren Riley. He did this the other day. So this is a homage to his video artwork entitled Pints Twat. So I wasn't having that great a day yesterday anyway, and I decided to go to the allotment. I've had my allotment about a year and a half. And it was really good during the lockdown. And it was a real state when I got it. It was brambles everywhere. And I had to do a lot of work to get it right. And then it was quite boggy, so I built lots of raised beds. And I had moderate success in the first year. I grew some really good carrots. What else worked out well? But I had blight, which killed out all my tomatoes. But I did manage to get quite a lot of potatoes from it. But allotments are a place where... I mean, there's a knoll to the left of me, there's a knoll to the right of me, you know, there's a knoll in front of me. And it's good in a sense because, you know, what I do in a situation where I don't know what to do, you know, I quite like playing the naivety card. I quite like, oh, I don't know what I'm doing, could you tell me? But at the same time, you know, it's a real place of experts and knowles. And I don't know, it runs both ways, I suppose. Because also I'm starting to think with... well, no, actually, let me tell the story another way. There was a guy called Steve, who I've only met a couple of times there. And he was identifying some things on my allotment and stuff. And I was asking questions about, oh, what shall I do about this? What should I do about that? And he said this sentence that was really nice. He goes, well, you know, just put them in. Things like to grow, he said. Things like to grow. And I've sort of taken that kind of attitude to the allotment. That, you know, I might do some things wrong, but actually sunlight and water, more things work than they don't, after a while I found. Anyway, I'm in my second year now, and I'll be honest, what with it not being a lockdown and other things happening, I haven't been there as much. And the front of my allotment has become a little overgrown. I know this, and I also know that the grass is a bit long in my allotment, and I'm just a little behind on it. Also a little behind on planting my potatoes. I've done my earlies, and I've done my, what do you call it? Second earlies, are they called? And yesterday, I was putting in my main crop, the potatoes that would come up the latest, your main potatoes. But I'm a little bit late. You have to sort of dig little holes, put some potato fertiliser in, put the earth over. And traditionally you make a little mound. I'm not quite sure why this is. You're supposed to build the mound up as they sprout. Actually, I'm not sure why. Anyway, last year I got loads of potatoes. Anyway, this guy right here, walks onto my allotment, which is always a little bit weird as well, actually. I mean, I think there are rules about... It's a bit like vampires. You know, you're supposed to be invited onto someone's allotment. You know, you're not supposed to be allowed, you know. So when someone just walks into your allotment anyway, there's a little bit of a strange feeling. And then he said to me, now see, he had a northern accent. I'm really good at accents. I'm really, really good at accents. A little bit of advice for you. A little bit of advice for you. That's just not a good start, is it? You know the sort of words that, like, if I start this whole story with someone came on to my allotment and said, a little bit of advice for you, you'd still know it was a bloke, wouldn't you? You'd still know it was a man. From those chosen words, those words would still tell you, oh, this is a man. The front of your allotment's getting a bit overgrown, and Malcolm, when Malcolm comes round, he has to, tidy up the walkways. He won't be happy. So just a little bit of advice for you. It's not advice, though, is it? Oh, I suppose it is advice. Maybe I'm oversensitive. Maybe I am oversensitive. Maybe it is advice. What I do in those situations is I don't have any... I never have really a smart comeback. But when I really just don't want a conversation to happen and I don't want to engage, I just sort of clam up and just give one-word answers. Okay, yes. Malcolm, his name is. Okay, Malcolm. No, I'm not Malcolm. He's Malcolm, the groundsman. He won't be happy. Okay, thank you. I mean, like, I don't even say I'll do it. I'm just like, I feel like I can shut down the conversation by saying as little words as possible. What are you planting? Potatoes. How deep you going? Oh, you're not going away, are you? You're just not going away. Oh, I don't know, about that deep. I've got like a planter thing that pulls out the earth. Not deep enough. You got to stitch them. It's the other thing about men who are experts. They love to use the lingo of whatever it is. Without explanation. They love to let you know there's a secret language. And if you don't know that secret language, stitch them. Yeah, you got to stitch them. Well, I'm pulling the earth up around the potatoes, right? No, you've got to stitch them. He's not smart enough to actually explain to me what stitching is, or he hasn't got the good grace to explain to me what stitching is. He just wants to say the word stitching. Probably because he's realised I don't know. And also, like, when people give advice when it's clearly too late, like, clearly I'm right near the end of planting my potatoes. Clearly I've done like about 4 rows, and this is the 5th row. And once again, he's probably right. This isn't me saying he's wrong. He's probably right. Probably planted my potatoes wrong. I mean, they came out all right last year, but I don't know. He had a kind of quite jaundicey pallor. He wasn't this jaundicey. Nonetheless, this is how he's going to be frozen in my memory. You got to stitch them. Have you done potatoes before? And David from the right pipes up. Oh, he's just a beginner. He's just a beginner gardener. All right. I only come here when I'm down anyway, guys. Here's the thing. I don't really care. Really. It's not the point. Like, my expectations of this allotment are so low, you have no idea how low my expectations are for something growing. There's always going to be a secret way I don't know, lads. Always going to be something I don't know. Anyway, am I the arsehole? Yeah, I think I probably am, aren't I? I think he probably was just giving a little bit of advice to me. Anyway, there you go. Tribute to Darren Riley. Allotment Twat.